Hey, this is Chris.
And I'm Frazer, and you're listening to
Ramble,
Record.
Repeat.
You gotta love the extreme close-up. You gotta love the extreme close-up.
That's like the best thing ever is the extreme close-up. Like,
what we do is when we get guests on, we just randomly just go and just watch the reaction. Well, like we play the music and then
we got to be like, we'll send each other a message in the background. And be
just
like,
like
ready,
get ready
1, 2,
for
3, and then and just see
That
the
would be good.
reaction.
That would be great. I love that. I would love that. Hey, I haven't seen you for a while. Can I interest you in a black licorice gummy?
Here,
They're gross.
We should have timed that. You should have like told me, get some candy, and then I could have done the old reach, and then
yeah. As you can tell, I don't like black licorice.
Black licorice
gummies.
is disgusting.
Yeah,
I'll eat it like in the event of there's no other candy, and I really want candy. But yeah, no, it's disgusting.
There's a special place in hell for people that like bread and butter pickles and black licorice gummies.
I can tolerate the bread and butter.
No.
You don't like sweet pickles at all?
No. I've never liked. I like dill pickle, like full sour, half sour. Yeah. I'm sour to the core. That's all it is. So I love like a dill pickle. I might tolerate like a sweet relish over just a sweet pickle. I know it's the same damn thing, but it's a more convenient. Like I'll have it in like you can get like some like pasta salads or salads with a sweet relish in it. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, my mom used to make like a chicken salad, and she would put a sweet relish in it with the chicken salad and the mayo and stuff. Like that's tasty.
I am fine with that. Yeah. But just eating it on its own,
or even putting it on a sandwich, it doesn't having like a ham sandwich. You need the dill pickle. Or
even a burger. Whatever. I've seen people put sweet pickles on burgers.
No.
Like I said, and you know what? They might as well put those black licorice gummies on there. I'm sorry. When a spice that I'm assuming that's what the flavor comes from is the star anise. That's like the licorice, like that black licorice. When your flavor, it comes from something called the star anise. I'm sorry. It's going to taste like butt. It's going to taste like butt regardless.
And that's like those other candies that aren't like full blown black licorice, but they're like,
they have like a little
pink.
And
and the swirls and There's a name for them. I can't remember what the hell the name is off the top of my head. Yeah, that's the name.
They're terrible.
They're just terrible.
Terrible, knucklehead, terrible. I love Frank Caliendo's impression of Charles Barkley. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. It's freaking hilarious. But yeah, so we've been gone for 4 months, and I made a new intro. That's what took us so long. It took me 4 months to make.
It took us intro. 4 months. Well, it took Fraser 4 months to come up with it, and then we finally said, you know what? 4 months is a long enough time. I think we should make our comeback. And I don't know if you noticed, as I titled this episode, it's the revenge of our three. And what are we revenging over? Nothing. Just
us being lazy.
Well, I wanted to play off like the old like Halloween movies, the Revenge of Michael Myers. So this is the revenge of our three.
I was thinking Revenge of the Nerds.
That works too. I
was thinking that. Yeah. But life got really busy. Like I think the last one we did was right before the Toronto Game Expo.
Yeah, so that would have been in February, right?
And March, then we were
April, May, June. Yeah,
and then we were on the Weekend Rentals.
Yes,
podcast. Always a good time with that. And then we just dropped off the face of the earth.
Yeah, we've been sending memes back and forth and videos.
That's about it. That's about it. We've been it's been so. I'll give you a quick little. A little brief of what I've been through. We had like a talk, myself and Ashley, and we wanted for her to get a full-time job, like a more stable, like a permanent position, not just freelance. Just because if we ever wanted to buy a new house, which is eventually going to happen, like upgrade and stuff like that, and just stuff like that, it hinders us so much that she's freelance because they don't consider her income as proper income. Even though she's making quite a bit, it's still not enough. So we needed to get that stability of having a permanent position, and she did get one. And then like a week before her probation, they fired her. They just said, due to purely a business decision.
Yeah.
So she dumped all of her clients and everything.
Yeah, that sucks.
And it was her first time getting fired ever. Ever. I'm like, man, I've been fired. I've been fired like tons of times. So I am the master of people not wanting me to work there. So what happened was when she started there, luckily it was fully remote, but I did have to change my schedule a lot, work later in the evening. So I was sleeping during the day just so I could be with Nathan and pick him up from daycare and all that stuff. So she didn't have to deal with it when she was at work. So I was pretty much just not doing anything. Like I would have time, maybe like an hour, one day a week to play a video game. Like that was about it. Like I would wake up, I'd go to sleep, back again, take care of Nathan, go back to bed, eat, and go to work. So somewhat normal now, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's never fun to go through that whole process. We didn't experience that here, but there was a slight inkling that Paula could have lost her job.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So Paula works for Rogers, for those that don't know, and Rogers bought Shaw Cable Company. So Rogers and Shaw merged, or Rogers took over Shaw, I guess is what you could say. And so they brought all the people from Shaw in that now work for Rogers. And because of all the money that they spent on that, and just because of the abundance of people, they said, all right, there's going to be layoffs because we have too many people now that work for the company. So she actually recently moved over to a new position from her old position, like with Rogers. We may have talked about that, I think, at some point. And so
because you and her both got like new positions too.
Yes. Yeah. So she was like, okay, well, let's see what happens. And the first round of layoffs happened, and one of her friends, Jen, that you know, got let go.
Really?
Yeah.
How long has she been there for, though?
Jen was there for 25-ish years, somewhere around there.
That's a big package she's going to be getting to leave.
Well, yeah, she got a decent package, that's for sure. And
doesn't make up for it, but
it doesn't. But Paula was like, okay, well, if something happens to me, I know what I can expect because she's similar amount of time for working for them.
Yeah.
And then things kind of settled down and they quieted down, and nothing happened. She still had her job. And then some other people in her department left for other reasons. And then I think one of her bosses was either let go or left. I can't remember. So her department when she started was like 10 or 15 people. And then it was like cut in half just from other reasons. So then
that kind of saved her then?
Well, I think so. And then after that, like a couple weeks later, maybe it was a month later, they started offering voluntary packages for people. So they sent out an email to everybody in the company and said, hey, we're giving you voluntary reasons to buy out. This email is going to come out in the next day. If you get the email, then you're eligible to apply for this voluntary buyout. Paula did get the email. So she was like, if I am going to get the axe at some point and they're offering this voluntary package, maybe I should consider it. Part of the reason she was going to consider it is they're now starting to force people to come in 3 days a week to work instead of totally remote. And her office technically is downtown Toronto. So she was like, well, crap, there's no way I'm driving down to Toronto 3 days a week. Maybe I should be taking this package. But she had a good discussion with her boss, and they ended up talking to HR, and they're like, nope, your home office can be Collingwood or Barrie. So you'll only have to go into those locations. Maybe you come to Toronto once a month, which she's been doing anyways, so she doesn't mind. And they're going to get that. They have that in writing and everything from HR, so she's safe there. So
that's awesome.
She's staying with the company. She's very, very busy. And she seems to be happy and a little more comfortable now with her position there.
So when the pandemic hit, they did the same thing. They gave like people an option. They first laid off a bunch of the new people, and then they gave people an option to take a early retirement, they called it, but it was the same thing.
Well, like, and there's a lot of people that are close to retirement. Like if this had been like 5 years from now, Paula probably would have really considered taking the package because she would have got a pretty sweet one, and she was so close to retiring. Right? Yeah. So
I thought you were going to say she's already got a pretty sweet package right here. But it's always an uncomfortable feeling. It's kind of, I don't know. And I was trying to comfort Ashley as best as I could, because I'm like, I've been there, and one of the times I was fired was from a family company. Right? So it's like, fuck, what the hell, man? But like, I think no matter how many times it happens and how how much you expect it to happen, it always makes you question yourself. Like, why wasn't I good enough for that? But then we started doing reviews of the company, and there was 7 or 8 complaints about them firing people right before probation.
Oh, wow.
In different positions. So they're a small company that was trying to grow big, and instead of investing in people, I'm not going to mention the name of the company because I'm not, as much as I'm not gonna. They don't want to invest in the people. They want the company to be big, and they want it to be big instantly. Yeah. So instead of hiring people, investing in the people, helping them grow, which will in turn help the company grow, they just expect it to be instantaneous. Mm-hmm. And that is not how companies work. And they're going to learn the hard way. It's going to stunt their growth.
Big time.
Quite
big
fast.
time. Yeah.
Quite fast. So, and then this is the best. So there's one of the boxes right here. Right there. So they bought Ashley a laptop. They sent it to her and everything like that. We set it up. And then when she got let go, she had to send it back. They send her this is the external box, not even the box for the laptop. Mm-hmm. This is an external box for a desktop PC that an internal box goes into. And they're like, oh, and they gave us bubble wrap. And they're like, here, ship this back. And I'm like, it was a MacBook. This is huge. And it's flimsy and falling apart. Yeah. I kept the boxes.
Yeah.
So I put everything back, the monitor, I had the foam, everything. So I'm like, no. I go, you guys are so stupid. Do they want to ship it back so it gets damaged? And then they go, well, you now have to buy us because you damaged. Is that what they're thinking?
Yeah, no kidding.
Nuts to that crap, man. It just, and then Ashley sent them a nice email saying, thank you very much. Not to burn any bridges, I learned a lot.
Yeah, of course.
I'm sorry it didn't work out. One person responded. And it was HR, and it was a very HR response, but it was nice to get a response. The 2 people that she thought she was cool with didn't even respond to her.
Nothing, eh? It almost sounds like, from what you were saying, reading those reviews, they're like, okay, we're gonna hire this person, we're gonna keep them on for whatever the 3
revolving door
months. We'll get them to do all this work. Okay, goodbye, and then they're gonna do the same thing again with somebody else, so they don't have to pay them as much and give them the benefits and all that other stuff.
Ashley said that. Both of the 2 people that Ashley was working with took holidays for 2-3 weeks when Ashley was there. So Ashley's thinking they maybe hired her to cover the holidays, to come and help with the workflow and then leave. Jesus. I don't know.
Speculation, but
it's all speculation. But it's who knows? It still sucks. And then I found out my cousin, who was working at a place for 6 months, because her probation was 6 months, right at the probation mark. 6 months probation.
That sucks.
Mine was 9 months probation. I wasn't worried about it because I had no issues, but it's just
I can see why yours would be a 9-month probation. That makes sense for what you do. But
I just had to do my medical today to review my license, renew my license.
Just a physical?
Yeah, every 5 years I have to do a physical to make sure I'm fit as a fiddle.
Really?
No health issues, man.
Yeah, I guess they don't want somebody with a heart issue driving the bus, or
it's a liability, especially with all the crap that's been happening, narcolepsy.
I was gonna say narcolepsy, yeah,
epilepsy, all the lights. But yeah, so I had to do that, and then I have to renew my license in October. But they're changing the rules for how you do the test. So right now, I'm a CZ. So it's a C with the Z endorsement, which is air brakes. If I do it now, I have to do my C test and my air brake test at the ministry. As of September 1st, they're changing it that I can do my Z, the Z portion of my license at home in a module. And once I complete the module online, I print it, I bring it with me, and I just have to write the C test. So I'm
perfect.
That sounds so much better. So I'm just going to wait a month. I'm going to go hand in the medical tomorrow after my dentist, but then I'm going to do that. But I'm just perfect timing. I'm sure, I'm going to wait for that. It's one less thing for me to study. I do the air brakes every day, but it's when you have it on paper as opposed to doing it, you always miss a step, or
it's different. Yeah. Way different, less pressure. So,
But so that's it. That's about it for us. Like we had a couple issues with like family members, unfortunately, like finding out their like had a family member find out they had cancer. She got rid of it. It came back, so she's dealing with it again. It's my dad's sister. And then a friend's wife, unfortunately, found out she had cancer, so she's dealing with that as well. So it's kind of rough. And then just everything, and just trying to get through. And then Nathan going to daycare full time and dealing with kind of a bully right now. Toddlers dealing with bullies.
Yeah.
Like, come on. But like, and it's just the parents aren't doing diddly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So. You're dealing with those parents that my kid does no wrong and I'm not going to parent them or things like that.
No, it's not that.
No,
they know their kids do stuff wrong. They are the non-confrontational parenting.
Oh, so
honey, I told you, remember dolphin? Dolphin is the safe word. You know, they're great people. They're great people. It's just, and that's the thing. You know, I keep trying to, I tease them. I rip on them. Like I vent my frustrations to Ashley, obviously, but it's just different parenting styles. And that's all it is. Theirs isn't right. It's not wrong. Mine isn't right. Mine isn't wrong. It's just ours works for us. Theirs works for them, but they don't work for each other. Like if my son, like they had a birthday party 2 days ago and Nathan grabbed a girl's hair and I'm like, no, out of the bouncy castle. Let's go. He's like, oh, he starts freaking out. I go, nah, man,
you can't do that.
Time out. Let's go.
Yep.
I take him, bring him inside and he's like bawling. He's like, ah, and I go, nah, like you got to be you want to keep playing. You got to be nice to your friends. Mm-hmm. You're going to be mean to your friends. They don't need that. They want to have fun too. Yeah. Right? None of this like trying to talk to him. It's just, let's go.
No, that's good. That's the way you do it. He knows what he did wrong and then let him think about it.
He hates it. Absolutely hates it. But it's what you got to do. But it's funny. Just he looks at you with such anger. Just such anger, just like, when I'm older, I'm gonna bop you in the mouth.
Yeah, I mean, things here. What else? I'm just trying to think back. So yeah, we did the Toronto show, which was awesome. I won't talk about it too much, but oh yeah, Barry. Yeah, so sorry. Yeah, Barry show. No, because we did February. Yeah, so we did February, and then March was Toronto.
And then you did another Barry.
April, and then May, and then June was the Barry show, and then now we're July. So yeah, we've done 2 shows since then, which were both awesome shows, very successful. I won't go into too much detail about them. Other people have done videos, and Derek and Josh talked about it. So
what did you find? Did you find the Barry show attendance different after Toronto, or was it about the same?
It felt like it was more attended.
Really?
It felt that way. Our numbers, we didn't track them as well in Barry.
Did you use that scanning thing still?
Yeah, so we did the phone scanning actually with cell phones, and it works amazing on the cell phone. So we're just going to do that.
How did it take your batteries? Because the guy said he's like, it drains your battery.
It wasn't too bad. And then I brought one of those little portable chargers and just plugged my phone in for a bit. So it wasn't too bad. But Wilson was there. So me and Wilson were scanning. But Barry is not like Toronto where you have to, like, one person can do the scanning, right? In Barry, it was easy enough that way.
Well, everyone's inside too, for the most part.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah, so attendance wise, I think it was probably our busiest show we've done in Barrie. I don't know if it is any overflow from Toronto or not. I think part of it is just people in the area hadn't had a show in a while because we pushed it to June. Normally we go in like April, so we were like 2 months later than we normally do it. So I think that's part of the reason why. But yeah, 2 shows plus in between those, I went down to Philly or Oaks, Pennsylvania, and I went to Too Many Games as well. So
how was that?
It was fun. We did Too Many Games in 2018 with the Cartridge Club, I think it was. And it was a blast then, and it was just as good this time.
Was that the one where you went down with like
it was Kevin, Sarah, Bill, and myself.
Yeah.
Did you all had like and Joe went to that one too. Yeah.
Was that like the CPAP gang where you guys all had your CPAP machines with you?
Yeah. Well, and that wasn't the one with J-Rock, because J-Rock made fun of us. I don't know if you remember my video, but I did the video. That was when we went to C3 in Chicago.
Oh, okay.
But that was me, Kevin, Bill, Sarah, and J-Rock. And we went to pick J-Rock up at his house, and he runs out. He's like, just a minute, guys, just a minute. Runs back in his house, comes out with his vacuum cleaner. Oh, I got mine now. I'm going to It was an awesome clip. It's on one of my videos. You should go watch it if you haven't.
I've seen them. Yeah, I remember that. That's why I made the joke, though.
Yeah. No, I just mean anybody listening. If you haven't seen it, go to my YouTube channel.
You're going to go like... We like to breathe when we sleep.
Oh, yeah.
The CPAP gang.
The CPAP. Yeah, exactly.
Like everyone's just got the... That's good, though.
And then my NES Road to 600. I broke 600. I passed it. I'm sitting at 612 NES games now. Of 677 licensed NES games, so I'm pretty excited about that. I broke it on the way down to too many games, so I was sitting at 596 games, I think, so I was 4 shy on the way down, and we hit up like 5 or 6 game stores between here and the convention, and I hit it at like the second or the third store we went into. I finally hit over my 600 mark, and then picked up a whole bunch over the weekend. And since I've been home, I picked up one, so that's why I'm at 612 right now. And I think my new goal is 600, and I said 35, I think, in my last video, but I think it's gonna be 640. Just looking at prices of things and that, I'm gonna do the road. The road to 600 is now the road to 640.
I think it's doable.
Oh, it is. For sure it's doable. I mean, if I keep doing so, to add to that, I went this past weekend and sold at the Elmville Sales Barn. So every Sunday by us. You've been there before, right?
Yep, I've been to the Sales Barn.
So I went there. I normally go twice a year to sell, and I went this year, or this is my first time going this year. I'm like, well, I got a bunch of inventory I'm going to go sell, and I made like $700 for the day. So I'm like, well, that's a good chunk of change to put down on a heavy NES game if I want to. So when I do stuff like that, that'll help me get to that 640, no problem.
Just wait for you to get the grail, the gold cart. Was it the
the Nintendo World Championship? That would be amazing. not for the price, but like
no, that's like what?
I wanna look that up now, because Nintendo World,
like even the gray cart is like, I thought the gray cart was like 10 grand.
No, I think it's even higher than that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like Little Samson is like 3 grand, I think, Canadian. And then the not track and field, world class track meet, whatever the freaking expensive one is, like 10 grand, maybe even higher.
Jesus.
But I think if I could pick the right, there we go. A gray cart Nintendo World Championships is $22,682.
Holy shit. Really?
That's a loose price according to price charting. So that's
holy shit. Well,
yeah. So
it doesn't. It surprises me, but it doesn't surprise me. Like,
well, they're very limited in the number they released, right? It was only people that like played at the championships and things like that. So,
well, did you see the Magic the Gathering released a Lord of the Rings set, and they released the One Ring, and it's a 1-of-1 card, and it's the One Ring. And Post Malone had a $3 million bounty on the card. Whoever found it, he was going to buy it. And someone in Canada found it.
Yeah.
And they don't know what he's doing with it yet. I don't know. I haven't.
I think I saw something about Post Malone buying them, but I didn't realize that's what it was. Well, he's a big Matt. I think he does Pokemon MTG cards too, doesn't he?
He loves Pokemon and MTG. So much MTG. But he's got the money. He could just buy anything he wants.
That's awesome. I that's funny you mentioned him, because Wilson just went and saw him, and I was a little jealous.
My brother did too.
Did he go? Yeah.
Yeah, he went on Wednesday.
Jealous. I would have liked to have seen him. I think it would have been. You know who
I really want to see? But concert tickets are so freaking expensive.
I know. I look and I'm like, no, too much.
Ashley wanted to see Pink.
Yeah.
Right. She's seen Pink before, and I'm like, you know what? That would have been a good concert. And it was like $300-$400 a ticket, and I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Nope. I can't. I didn't spend that much for Foo Fighters, and they're one of my favorite bands. Like a Foo Fighter ticket, it was like $80 for my last time I saw him, and that's when he broke his leg.
Yeah, but that's going back how many years?
I know, but $300 to $400 tickets.
I know. Well, even like Post Malone tickets, I think were $200 for grass seats. So
no, I want to see Paramore.
I'm trying to think of what song they do that I might know, because I know
Haley Williams is like my spirit animal. Like I've been listening to that shit. Like Misery Business, great song.
I was just gonna say Misery Business. I think that's the one I know.
Misery Business is a great song. Only exception was our wedding song. That was our first dance. What else is there? Like she's got tons of music.
Oh yes, okay. I literally listened to the first 2 seconds and I'm like, oh, I know that song.
Yeah, it's a good song, man. It's a good song. I would love to see them. I'd love to see AJR too. I really like AJR.
AJR, yeah. They've kind of dropped off a bit, but
I like that they've dropped off, which means their tickets, if they do ever come, are going to be less.
They'll be reasonable.
I want to go. Yeah. I go and listen to Bummerland. I just scream Bummerland. Bummerland, here I am. But yeah, like we were gonna go see Pink, and then it was just like, and I'm happy we didn't, because she wanted to get it when she had the job. It would have been like $800 for the two of us. And then this happened, and I'm like, kind of
we made the right decision.
Yeah. It was hard. It was a hard decision to make, because she really because she loves Pink, but I'm like, no band is worth $400. I don't care how much you love them. Like I wouldn't even have spent $400 for Queen. Wouldn't have. I wouldn't have, because it would have been back in the day.
Back in the day, yeah. Not. You
can spend $400 a Queen. You're only making $1.50 an hour, 35 cents for a bean. Nah, get out of here. No way. I kind of want to know who's listening to us right now. I just see
somebody's been watching the whole time. It's probably Ashley.
Ashley, is this you? If it's you, comment. Is it you, Ashley? No, it's not Ashley, because she'd come downstairs and be like, "Stop talking about her son's bully and all this stuff." And I wanted to see Pink. It's probably Josh, maybe Derek.
Well, they would have commented if it was. If it was Derek,
mostly
for sure.
Ryan. Mostly Ryan. It's all three of them, just on one house.
They're all hanging out without us.
That's okay. It's okay. We played video games at one time without you. It was pretty good.
Yeah. How many times have we done it since?
None. I don't even. Oh, it is
Ryan. He's playing some Tears. I haven't played Tears in like a month, I think. And I've still only done one dungeon.
I still haven't even played it.
It was a fun dungeon.
It was a fun.
Do you have it now?
No.
You still don't own it yet either.
No. Oh. I ended up. So I beat Hogwarts Legacy.
Yep.
And then Diablo 4 came out, and that took me. Yeah.
You said you were gonna switch to that after, so
I did, but fucking Diablo 4. I'm a druid. And my name is Dire. I'm a dire wolf. I turned to a werewolf. Thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then I made a necromancer, and her name is Debbie.
Debbie. Hi, I'm Debbie the necromancer.
So no, I was watching the Good Dinosaur movie with my son, and there's like one part where there's this weird triceratops, and he's got all these animals around him. He's like, "This is Skull Crusher. He protects me from the creatures at night. This is I don't even know, like Killer. He protects me from having unrealistic goals. And this is Debbie." And it just stuck with me. So it's Debbie the necromancer, and just like a really close up at her face, she's like, just that. So I'm like, okay, you're perfect. You're Debbie. You're my dancer. But so it's pretty fun.
Is it online, like with other people, or just offline, or both?
No, it's offline and online, and it's cross-platform. So right now, I'm playing with my buddy Cletus. And he's on PS5, I'm on PS5. His friend Big Bertha, I believe, is on Xbox, and then another friend is on computer, and then they have a party chat in the game, so that you don't have to make a group chat or a Discord. It's all in the game, so it's pretty fun.
That's good.
And then if you have like someone who's high level, they can just level you. Like a guy went from 0 to 50 in a day yesterday.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I did not. Like I play for like an hour to 2 hour spurts at a time. Normally like Ashley's on the couch and she's doing like resumes or stuff, or she's over there like doing yoga. I got her start doing, she's fasting now too with me. So she's not doing a full, I'm doing like 18 hours still. She's doing 12 and 12, which is still good. And she does yoga when I'm playing. So she eats yogurt while I'm playing.
Namaste.
Yeah, pretty much. And I'm like, I'm sitting there eating frozen yogurt. It's delicious. But yes, I haven't played Zelda yet. I watched my brother play the new Pikmin.
Oh, Ellis already beat that. He beat it in like the first day.
I would not be surprised. Ellis loves Pikmin. Did he
He's
like
playing
this
it right
one?
now. I can hear it. So I asked him today. I was talking to him about it. And I said, okay, so out of all the Pikmin games, what's your favorite? And he still says Pikmin 2 is his favorite.
I was going to say, is it 2? Everyone seems to say 2 is the best one.
Now, he does say that this one is now his second favorite. So he likes Pikmin 2, Pikmin 4, then Pikmin 3, and then the original Pikmin.
Okay.
But
I never got into Pikmin either.
He's almost 100%ed it. I think there's like 3 things he hasn't done it, and he said they're unlocking 2 of the onions and one of the clips or something like that. He said, I don't know if it's a sound clip or a video clip or something in the game, but it was neat, I guess, because you in Pikmin you collect random items, right? Nintendo throws stuff in there, and there are these music boxes that you collect, and he found one. He's like, I think this is from Zelda, I'll play it for you, Dad. And he played it for me, and I'm like, yeah, that's definitely a song from the Zelda. And I'm like, what is that? And then he it was named something to do with tree. I can't remember what it was. It wasn't Deku Tree, but then I just Googled it and I looked it up. I'm like, oh yeah, sorry, it was Windmill, not Tree, Windmill.
Oh, okay.
From Ocarina of Time is the Windmill song from Ocarina.
I like when they do that kind of stuff.
They do that. Nintendo does that with everything.
So speaking of really cool Easter eggs, my son has a Fisher-Price video game controller. Right? You put the Konami code into it.
Does it do it?
And it plays a Mario jump, ding, and then a Sonic coin sound.
That's awesome. They say that there's anything video game related, if you do the Konami code, you'll get something out of it.
It works on this little Fisher-Price thing. It's kind of crazy. So I thought that was kind of neat. And then what was I playing? I don't remember what I was playing. I was playing something else, and there was like a cool little Easter egg. It'll come to me. If I think of it. But did you see the new Fortnite collab that's coming out? I know you're not a big Fortniter. Futurama, because of the reboot.
Oh, so is that a complete, so is it a complete reboot? Like, are they?
It's a new season.
They're just continuing. Okay.
You know what I don't like? I thought Futurama had a perfect ending.
I don't think I've seen the ending. So
okay, I don't. Do you want me to say what it is? Because the movies, I consider the movies the show as well. Like it is the season of the show.
Sure. I mean, if I ever watch it, I probably will never remember this conversation anyways.
So what happens is they have like it's a time bubble remote that like you could go into it and rewind time and stuff like that. So
he goes back to before,
and he's trying to relive his date. No, he's trying to relive his date with Leela to make it a perfect date and take her somewhere. And he fell on the remote and he got stuck in a time loop with Leela.
Okay.
So then they started. What is it? They started like just going around the world because everything is frozen, and like doing
him and Leela.
Him and Leela, yeah. And they're doing all this stuff together, like, and they age and they get old together, and it's like they've lived a whole life. And then the professor finally finds him. He's like, I fixed it, blah, blah, blah. But when I hit this button, it'll rewind back all the time before everything, like this whole thing happened. And he looks at Leela and he's like, what do you say? Do you want to go around? Do you want to go around again? And she's like, sure. And then he hits the button and that's how it ends.
And then technically it goes back. So that's probably where this new season's going to start from.
So I'm just like, that was a good ending. It was a really good ending. And I'm like, but it's because it's like on Hulu and Hulu wants money and, whatever. All that
I thought you were going to say that it ended up him going back to before he froze himself. That would have been a good ending too.
No, because he loved Leela. Leela was his like love, right? Like he's in love with her. But I'm like, that'd be cool. That'd be a cool little collab to do or to get. I haven't been playing Fortnite at all though. Like I said, I beat Hogwarts. I'm trying to think what else. I played through. Yeah, I beat Hogwarts. I finished the campaign on. So I beat Diablo 4. I'm just doing the season now and stuff like that. I don't think I've played anything else really. I know when Spider-Man 2 comes out, because that looks so good.
Yeah,
I'm gonna grab that. My brother's getting the PlayStation 5, the Spider-Man 2 PlayStation 5. That looks sick.
Oh, cool. I haven't seen that, but that's
kind of got like the symbiote crawling over the PlayStation.
Okay.
It looks really neat. Yeah, and the controller has it too. So he's gonna get that. But other than that, I want to get Super Mario Wonder.
No, that looks
looks awesome.
Yeah,
that looks really good.
It's a new take
and Mario
on
RPG
Mario being where. Oh yeah, that's of course Mario. I love that they're doing that with those games, like what they did with Link's Awakening, and now with Mario RPG. I think they should just do that with all the old games. Give them
Turtles in Time. I know that's already been done, but do it again.
Well, no, what else? I'm trying to think. What other? There's got to be some other. Originally, I heard rumors that it was going to be Chrono Trigger that they were going to do, but that never.
You know happened. Earthbound, maybe. Stop yawning.
Old Man Hodge.
I would love. You know what game I would love for them to do a remake of, and it might be an unpopular opinion, but Diddy Kong Racing.
Oh, I would so love it. No, that's not that is a better racing game than Mario Kart 64.
Thank you.
Just because
Mario Kart's fun.
Just because of the adventure mode, like the single player campaign, it's so good.
And I love the plane, the hovercraft, and the car.
Yeah, and the boss battles where you're racing the bosses and stuff. It was so fun.
Yeah, it was such a good game. I would love for them to redo that. I would love a remake of that.
Yeah, but a remake or a spiritual successor, but like with all the same characters or something.
Yeah, but who knows with that? Maybe bring Donkey Kong into that.
But it's funny you mentioned the N64. I was testing one before I went to sell at the market to have, and I was trying some games on it that were there and cleaning them up. One of the game was GoldenEye. Oh my god, I cannot play that anymore. Like
I tried playing the remake.
The controls are so horrible, and just replaying games on the N64. Like some games are still good, but like the N64 fog that exists on the games, and like I played some of the racing games, like I was playing the Cruisin', and they're just. I know back in the day it was amazing, it was revolutionary, like when Mario 64 came out, but just playing them now, they do not hold up. Like some do. Like I played Banjo-Kazooie on the N64 last year for the Cartridge Club, and it was playable, it was doable, and I enjoyed it. But some of those games just don't hold up.
Yeah, I'm not I would say, like, if we were gonna rank, you want to do that right now quickly? Let's rank the Nintendo systems, not handheld. Not like Game Boy. In terms of my favorite system, like favorite to the bottom, I would probably go GameCube is still one of my favorite systems. So I go GameCube, and Switch is a close second. Then I would go SNES, more than likely the Wii, NES, Wii U, N64 is my bottom.
So let me see here.
I know I didn't like the Wii U at all.
Yeah, understandable. So I would probably go the original Nintendo. I just have so much nostalgia for that. I think I would say the Switch after that.
So Switches are both of our seconds.
Yeah. And then it would be a close between the Wii and the Super Nintendo. Like I almost would put those as a tie. And then probably the GameCube, the Wii U, and the N64. I didn't miss one, did I? No, I think that's it.
No. And Virtual Boy, it's like
Virtual Boy. that yeah, and even then, I might even put the N64 then the Wii U just because of what the N64 was. But yeah, the Switch is such a great system. But yeah, I think that would be it: Nintendo, Switch, and then the Wii, Super Nintendo, GameCube, Wii U, N64.
So yeah, we're roughly the same. Wii U and N64 are bottom two.
Yep. Yeah,
I just never liked. I thought the Wii was a better system than the Wii U.
Well, the Wii U didn't just added the gamepad.
Just added a gamepad.
Yeah. It was
all the Wii U was just to see if people liked it, so that they could go with the Switch. That's all it is.
Actually, that's a good theory. I never thought about that.
Right? It's like, hey, do you like this kind of idea? Okay, perfect. We're gonna make a Switch. Like this is what it's gonna be. Did you fix those issues with your Switch that you were talking about? Remember the drift on the controller?
I haven't noticed it when I was playing it, so I don't know if it was just a distance thing between the system or not. like I said, I haven't played Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom in about a month.
Tears of the Breath.
Tears of the Breath. Breath of the Tears. But last time I was playing it, I wasn't noticing the drift. So I don't know. I think it might have just been a distance to where the system was and where I was sitting.
Oh, yeah. And then I'm trying to think what else. Just trying to catch up. That's all it is. Have you watched anything?
Oh, tons of stuff. Actually, on a kind of a recommendation of Weekend Rental guys, Ryan mentioned it a couple episodes ago, I think, on theirs. Paula and I started Succession.
I heard that was great.
Yeah, so
it's like a slow burn, but I heard it's good.
Yeah, it's such a weird show because you're watching it and you're like, oh, this is kind of boring. And then all of a sudden they do something like, oh my God, that's so cool. What's going to happen next? And then this next episode's the same thing. Okay, yeah. Get to the point.
Just tickle
that's exactly. And then they just, oh my God. Okay, now I want to see the next episode.
Play just the tip. That's all it is.
Yeah. So I think we're in like episode 8 of season 1. I think something like that. And is it Kieran Culkin? Is that the brother's name? Macaulay Culkin's brother. He steals the show. He's amazing.
I liked him in what's it called? Scott Pilgrim. I liked him in a bunch of things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So and it's only 4 seasons or 5 seasons. It's not very long, so it's already done. So once we get through it, we'll be through it. But yeah, Succession. That's a lot of fun. Oh my God, what else have we watched? I've watched so much stuff. It's been 4 months. So
after today, or after this podcast, we're gonna go finish season 2 of Ted Lasso.
Oh, so good, eh?
So good.
Yeah,
he's here. He's there. He's every fucking where. Roy Kent. He's so good.
Roy Kent is the man. He is. Just wait, he gets even better.
Jamie, Jamie. You are not the first person that's told me the 3rd season was meh.
Yeah.
So far it's been great. Everyone's been good. Like, we just finished the Beard episode.
That was probably one of the weaker episodes.
I thought that was still good though. It's like
it was good, but it was weak.
So I don't know anything about it. You don't tell me anything, but one of the coaches I think is going to betray him. Betray Ted, because they're kind of focusing on each one of them has an issue and they're focusing on it with Ted. Like Ned is going through this thing where he thinks he's the wonder kid or kin. Yep. And then, he's like not agreeing with what Ted's doing and stuff like that. And then Beard is obviously having his issue and all this stuff. And I'm assuming they're going to do like a Roy, because they both Ned is upset that they brought Roy Kent back in. So I'm assuming it's either going to be Beard or Ned. I don't think it's going to be Beard just because like they are brothers, but I have a feeling one of them is going to betray him at the end of the season. Okay, and then that's what's going to be. But it's been good. Like, I don't like soccer at all. And this makes me want to watch fucking soccer.
Right.
Like, it's so good. I love the 3 guys that are at the bar all the time. And they're always fucking ripping on them. He's like, fucking you wanker. It was so good. It's such a good show. It was because you told me about it multiple times, and then I just finally watched it because it was on Plex, and it's a perfect half hour too.
Yeah, it is. Some of them later on, I think they go a little bit longer, but
like the Beard episode was 45 minutes.
Yeah,
but it wasn't bad. It was good. Like I still liked it. Like we powered through it. So we're gonna watch a couple episodes tonight. I think we have like 3 more, so we're gonna try to finish it. I love the interaction with him and his boss, like biscuits with the boss.
Yeah,
like he's such a man. This show does such a cool thing where it's a comedy. It doesn't take itself seriously, but it's also got that British humor, like that dark humor, which is I love. I love that. But it's also like supreme, like the guy is like emanating supreme optimism in like the face of all adversity. Yeah. He's a football coach, American football, going to coach like European actual soccer football. Right. Yep. But he's like so positive the whole time. And I'm like, you cannot not like Ted. Like you are drawn to Ted. And then as you find out more shit about them and like, how is this man functioning? Because like him with the psychiatrist, he's like, he's like, my dad killed himself with this. He's like, you think she's like, yes, that definitely is the reason why you do things. But it's like, the guy holds all this shit in, like his wife, everything. He goes through like those panic attacks and you feel for him. You want to like, when he was doing that one when what's her name was singing Frozen.
Mm-hmm.
Let it go, and he had a panic attack. I'm like, just wanted to go in there, give him a big old hug. He's like, it's okay, buddy, you'll be fine. And then I saw Shrinking. We haven't watched it yet.
Oh, it's good too. Yeah,
but it's like as soon as I saw Ted Lasso, I'm like, sure, I'm game, and I like Jason Segel and Harrison Ford, so we're gonna watch that next.
Mm-hmm.
We have The Morning Show.
That's good too. The next season starts in the fall, I think, too.
And then The Bear we want to watch.
Yeah, we watched. Well, we've heard things about The Bear, and then we watched the preview, and I'm like, I think people that are like chefs would really like the show just watching the preview, but I'm like, I don't know. It didn't grab me from the preview.
It looks interesting, but I think they kind of held back on a lot of the funny or goofy stuff because I think it did a really good job of just pushing it as one thing, and then maybe it's going to surprise you with like a dark comedy.
Yeah, maybe.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
We did watch Renfield.
Oh, did you? Was it good?
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Absolutely hilarious. Nicolas Cage is such a good Dracula, just oozing that personality, like that like energy and like that personality. Just, it was good. It was so funny. What's the guy's name that is Renfield?
Yeah, he's been in
he was in X-Men. He was Beast. He was also in Warm Bodies, the zombie one.
Yeah, I know.
Nicholas Hoult. Nicholas Hoult is his name. Ben Schwartz was really freaking hilarious in it too. Awkwafina was the only one I like her. She was funny in it, but she played a cop, and it just didn't.
She's not that.
It didn't fit with me.
Right?
Yeah, but it was. I liked it. Out of 10, I would give it a solid like 8.
Okay,
I would watch it again.
I see it showing on demand. I just don't want to pay for it yet. So once it's free, I'm sure it's on Plex.
It's on my Plex.
Yeah. I'm not in a rush, so but yeah,
it's really good, and I got a good quality. We started watching Guardians, and then we stopped. Not that it was bad; it was just we both were tired, so we kind of like watched 20 minutes of the new Guardians. Liked it.
Yep,
enjoyed it.
Everybody I've heard said it's really good. It's a good final to the Guardian storyline.
The people that I've heard that have complained about Guardians 3 are they're like, oh well, it's like kind of like that. It's over, and everyone gets an ending, and I'm like, because James Gunn is not coming back to Marvel. Yeah. He's gone. Yeah. He's at DC now. He's done. It's final. The only actor that said he's going to come back to somewhat reprise his role is Star-Lord. Everybody else is like, that's it.
We're done.
We're done. Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, they did 10 years, 13 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Because a build, like not 13 years for them, but like, they did like a whole story arc, like the Infinity War, and then this. Give them their break. Let them try something different.
Yeah. I watched Quantumanium, and I enjoyed that.
I watched Quantumanium as well. It did not deserve the negativity that it got, but I felt like the CG was a little much.
I get it. I honestly, it didn't bug me because
I didn't like MODOK's face.
Oh yeah, I agree. The second I saw that, that's the thing.
It takes you out of it.
Yes. If they had done that differently, it would have been better. But otherwise, I was fine with it. Agree with you. It didn't deserve the hate it got. Everything I was hearing in the bad reviews, I'm like, it wasn't that bad. It was a good movie. It was a fun watch.
And I like Paul Rudd as Ant-Man. I love that when he's doing the final fight and he's like, how are you supposed to beat me? He's like, I don't have to win. We just both have to lose.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, that's a guy just trying to protect his daughter. Like, I'm sorry, man. When he said that, I'm just like, yeah, I would totally, like, if I knew I wasn't going to lose, but I'm like, you ain't winning.
Yeah.
But I don't have to win either. Like, it was good.
But so the twist, I mean, you watch the end credit scene then, right?
Where it's like all of them?
Yeah. So in reality, or I guess looking at it is he was banished there because he was actually the least bad out of all of them, right?
No, I think he was the one that was going to kill them all. Like, he is the one who, like, he's killed all the other Kangs.
So all those other Kangs are happy. They banished him there.
They were happy that he was gone so then they can do their own thing. Like, he was the one that was standing in the way.
Okay. I thought it was the other way around, but I guess, yeah.
But then we don't know what's happening with him because, like, of all the shit that's happened with
Loki and the time loop stuff?
Like, he had some, like, sex scandals and shit like that.
Oh, the actor?
Yeah, Jonathan Majors. Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that. So he might
I don't know.
be in the
I heard it may
anymore.
it's kind of like not a thing, but it's like I don't know. There's always like you watch it one day, he didn't do it. Then you watch it, he did do it, and it's like, so I don't know where it sits. Marvel hasn't made an official statement.
Yeah,
yet.
there's an article from 2 days ago. Will Jonathan Majors still be in Marvel? Actor faces legal problems from 2 days ago.
Well,
he was arrested.
The guy that also played Namor in Black Panther had something just pop up too. Wait, do we have the same? Wow. Do we have the same Stein?
No, this is it looks like it's the same, but this is Paula's from when she played in a hockey tournament.
But the bottoms even look the same. Look.
Yeah, it's probably the same style of cup.
But yeah, like so he even got things. So I'm like, and he was good. I liked the new Black Panther movie. I saw that. I like that.
I didn't watch that yet.
It was good. I haven't watched Secret Invasion. Like I haven't really been watching any of those shows. I've been watching a shit ton of Bluey. I'll tell you that.
We finished Mando.
Oh yeah, I liked it. I liked Mando.
I thought it was great. But yeah, we hadn't watched it until fairly recently.
Jon Favreau's character biting it. You've got to love that, eh?
Yeah.
Like that fight when the fighting in it was really good. When Mando was going through the corridor, he's like, open it. And he runs in and he just takes a weapon again and he opens it again.
Yeah.
And I love that they brought back Moff Gideon.
Yes. And we were laughing so hard when he gets into the robot. No. Yeah,
I know. I love that. But when he fights those honor guards and he's just like,
no,
and he like catches it and he's like, I sat there. I like, you sit there and you're like, father and son kicking some ass, it was good. I would be fine if they ended it with him.
Thought they were, but they're doing another season.
I would be fine if they ended it with him as the Mandalorian and it goes now more to Bo-Katan, like as her being the Mandalorian to like letting him have his retirement and like because I'd be cool if they did like maybe they did another 2 seasons, but it's on a different Mandalorian.
Yeah, that would be cool. Even just pick somebody else. Yeah,
just a random one. Because I love the Bo-Katan, except for her sitting in the chair.
Oh yeah.
Like how long has she been sitting like that? No, she did a clip and she was laughing. She's like, nah. She saw Mando fly in, so she's like, shit, and she runs and she's like, how do you sit again? And she's like sitting down. So I thought that was pretty good. But I liked her, and she said she was down to play that character as long as they want her to.
Yeah, I like her. She was in. Was she not in
the
Guardians?
Voice of, I don't think she was.
Not Guardians. Ant-Man, Quantumanium. Was that not her? Or am I getting her confused with somebody else?
I think you're getting her confused with something else.
Oh no, it's the other one from Mando. The
Gia Carano.
Yeah, Gia Carano.
But that wasn't Gia Carano. That wasn't. It looked like her, but it wasn't.
No, it was 100%. It was.
No.
In Quantumanium.
No, I don't think it was because she's been blacklisted.
No, not her. Then the other one. Quantumanium. It's
the leader of the Rebel Girls, right? Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Katie M.
O'Brien.
Yeah,
her.
That was her. Yes. I liked her in that too. I liked her in both Mando and that.
Yeah, she was in Z Nation apparently too.
Oh, Paul Rudd was in Ant-Man.
Let me see here. We haven't watched movies, or we haven't talked. So I told you I watched Creed, right? I don't know if we talked about that.
You watched Creed 1. Did you watch Creed 2?
Just the first one. I haven't watched any.
Watch Creed 2. Creed 2 is better than Creed 1. It's Drago.
I know. Tetris movie, that was great. I don't know if we talked about that.
I haven't seen the Tetris movie.
I know Cocaine Bear.
I heard that was crazy. I haven't seen it yet.
It's so fun. It's so fun.
Yeah. I watched Everything Everywhere All at Once. Love that.
I still haven't watched it. I want to. Yeah.
Super Mario that came out. We didn't talk about it because it came out amazing.
So good.
I bought it. Like literally the first day it came out. And
we bought it digitally. Yeah.
I want to watch it with Nathan. Mm-hmm. But the only part I didn't want him to see was when Luigi lands with the skull Koopas.
Yeah,
that's a little scary.
That might.
So I fast forwarded that part.
Yeah.
He loved it.
Oh, he did,
absolutely. You know how like kids when they're watching shit, they're always running around, they're not paying attention. He sat on my lap and watched that entire movie from the point because he knows Mario because my brother would get him those stuffies. So when the whole Mario training thing, he's playing I Need a Hero, and he's like Mario, but he still can't pronounce his L's. So when he sees Luigi, he's like Ouija, and he's getting all excited. And like at the end, when Bowser shoots the flame, he's like, oh no, and he's sitting there, and then like he sees Luigi, he's like Ouija, and I'm like, oh. Like I think I just unlocked a core memory for this kid with this movie, but it was done so well. Like him, like the Mario Kart scene when they're picking their carts.
Yep.
I was fine with all the voice actors.
Yep.
I didn't give like I thought the one I wouldn't like the most would have been Chris Pratt, but you know what? Chris Pratt, I didn't have any issue with him being Mario. Even Seth Rogen being just Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong.
It worked.
Bowser as Jack Black was as Bowser.
Oh, I
knew he was going to be good.
Yeah.
And Peaches.
But
yeah. I love when they get the star power and like Bowser kicks them, and it just shows how strong Bowser is, and the earth behind him just goes, and like Bowser's beating the crap out of Donkey Kong, like, and you hear, "Woo, yeah!" He's like, "Calm down, Diddy." Great movie. So good.
And I mean, obviously a sequel. I'm no idea what they're going to do for it yet, but I think it's going to be. They have to introduce Wario and Waluigi. Well, and Yoshi.
Did you hear that Wario and Waluigi the dream casting is?
Well, I heard they want to use what's his name from Mando as Wario.
Yeah, Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I don't know about Waluigi, but
I thought he would have been a Waluigi and then have Danny DeVito as Wario.
Oh, Danny DeVito?
Danny DeVito. Yeah, Danny DeVito is Wario.
Maybe.
But I heard my brother like had a good idea is, you know how they ended the thing on Yoshi's egg, and it's a green Yoshi's egg. What does Yoshi always do? Yoshi, like the peace sign. So they're going to go Super Mario 2.
Oh, yeah.
Like the peace sign. And I'm like, this is no insider tip. This is just his speculation. But I'm like, that'd be a really good idea.
Yeah.
But like, Mario movie. We saw that in theaters. Spectacular.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah, we did too. Man, I can't believe we haven't talked in that long then.
We did. We have talked.
Well,
it's just it came out and then we didn't do an episode, so we just never talked about it.
Yeah. I watched The Black Phone. That was good.
Didn't see that.
Oh man, I forgot all these movies I watched. It's nice looking through these. Rewatch This Is the End. That was fun.
I've always liked This Is the End.
Oh, Air. Have you watched the movie Air yet?
No.
It's on Prime. Is it on Prime? I can't remember.
Air
is the story of Nike and signing Michael Jordan and coming up with the Air Jordan shoe. It is such a good movie. It's Matt Damon, Ben Affleck. They're the two main characters in it. They don't have somebody play Michael Jordan, which is perfect because I don't think you could have somebody play Michael Jordan.
I hate when they do that because they never get the casting right.
Exactly, but it's such a good story, and it's amazing to see how Nike was like the bottom of the barrel. Like, this is back when it was Adidas had like 50% of the market or something like that, ridiculous. And then Converse was like 20 some odd percent. And then Nike was the rest of it, right? Like, it was Adidas was the number one, like, and it's just really cool to see. It's a good watch. I think I gave that a 5 out of 5.
Ooh, 7 thumbs up.
7 thumbs up. Actually, I watched 7 too.
Oh, I've seen that one though.
Knock at the Cabin. Did you watch that? M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh, is that the one with Batista?
Batista.
Yeah. So and Ron, right? The guy who plays Ron from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Scared. Harry, I'm scared.
When I saw the previews for it, I'm like, oh, this looks good. And then I was hearing bad reviews about it, but because it's Shyamalan, right? But to me, Batista makes the movie. His acting,
he's good,
is
man.
So good.
Batista's
he
good.
Makes that movie. Yeah, he is good.
And
like it's a serious role. It's not a comedy role. It's a serious role.
I liked him in Glass Onion.
I didn't watch that one yet, but I
him
want to just because of him.
I liked him in that zombie movie. There was a Netflix zombie movie. He was really good in that.
Yeah,
the movie was okay, but he was good. He was the best part of it. What was the other one? Like I'm a huge fan of him as an actor. I like him as an actor. I like John Cena as an actor.
Yeah,
John Cena as an actor, so good. I like him as Peacemaker. I like him. He's in the Barbie movie.
Yeah, I heard that.
Like,
yeah,
I'm fine with both of those guys. I prefer both of them over The Rock.
I don't know. I like The Rock.
I watched Black Adam.
I tried to watch it.
Terrible.
I turned it off. Yeah,
it was terrible.
Yeah, it was bad.
The guy doesn't know how to deliver lines. He just plays himself over and over and over again. He was great in Jumanji.
I was gonna say the 2 Jumanji movies, though. He's amazing.
That's it. Yeah, but he played himself.
Yeah.
He can't play anything else other than himself. He can't do voices. Like Black Adam is from Egypt. He's supposed to have like an Egyptian kind of tone to his voice. Hey, I'm Black Adam, everybody. People's eyebrow. I can't do it. The Egyptian eyebrow. You know? No. As a wrestler, dude was spectacular. But like, did you see that meme where it's like, wow, Black Adam flopped. He lost DC. XFL sucks. Rock has really hit rock bottom.
I didn't, but that's pretty good.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Yeah, so I would definitely give that a watch then. Have you seen the new Evil Dead? I have it
downloaded. Oh, yes, I watched it. I watched that. I liked it. I liked it.
Was it scary?
It was. Yes.
It looks scary. Like I want a movie that'll scare me.
A little bit, yeah. It's definitely goes back to the roots of its Evil Dead gore. It's very
good.
Gory, which is good.
I like
there are some creepy, scary scenes. It threw me for a loop the way it started.
Okay.
But in the end, it explains why it started the way it started. It makes sense. Okay. But I like what... but I like...
I just did the zoom in. Sorry. For the people that are listening, I can change the template, and I just zoomed in our faces. Sorry, you liked?
I like how they're making it so they can make this a universe in a sense of
so it's like an Evil Dead universe kind of.
Well, they can do more stories. They're continuing on where like with the original movies, they did basically the first movie is the same movie, like 1 and 2 are the same movie, right?
It was just a remake,
yeah. And then
it's like one never happened.
Yeah, and then Army of Darkness was going to another dimension. This one, they're showing that it exists in Earth or in our world, but it's taking place somewhere else because, like this takes place at a city, right?
Evil Dead Rising, that's what it's called, right?
Yeah. So
yeah,
it's good. Watch it.
I got it, and I like that. Like I saw the one clip of the mom, and she's all like,
That's the best part. Yeah, those scenes are the best. And then you get the little Ash nod eventually. So
cool.
Okay, I wasn't sure if they were gonna do it. I'm watching it. I'm like, come on, really? They're not. And then they do it. So I'm like, okay, it was good. They did.
I haven't seen the new Spider-Verse yet.
No, I haven't yet either.
I want to. I heard it's really good.
Yep. Blackberry is a very good movie.
Yep.
It's about the history of Blackberry. Watch it.
From that song I sent you guys. Home of the Blackberry.
Home of the Blackberry.
Waterloo.
Yeah. And then a random movie. We were just trying to find something to watch, and then we saw this movie on demand. And I'm like, oh, this sounds good. Watch it. And anybody that's listening, and I could make this my random recommendation.
So we don't have a random recommendation clip with the new
song.
The new songs. We're like, boom, random recommendation. Here we go.
Yeah. Because I would pick this for my recommendation. It's a movie. It's called Pinball: The Man Who Saved the Game.
Okay.
And the premise of this is it's based on a true story, which I love. And it's a dramatic comedy. It's based on the true story of writer and pinball wizard Roger Sharp, chronicling his journey to overturn New York City's 35-year ban on pinball. So I had no idea that back in the day, they banned pinball because they said it was a game of chance, like poker and slot machines, and it was banned. You could not play it. Yeah, I had no idea. So the way they shoot this movie is they legit have the actual guy who did this, and they're interviewing him as like interview style, and then it'll go to the actual movie, and then the movie will go on, and then something will happen, and then they'll cut back to the guy where he's like, whoa, that didn't happen that way. Let me explain how it really happened. And
kind of cool.
But it works really well.
Kind of like a Zach Moore. Time
out. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But it's definitely worth a watch. It's only 92 minutes long, so it's a nice short movie too.
That's not bad.
Yeah. And I mean, anybody that likes video games and pinballs and stuff like that, they'll get a kick out of it.
It's probably up Ryan's alley.
Yes, exactly. Well, that's another reason why I'm like, oh, Ryan's here. That'll be my random recommendation.
Well, then I got to grab my random recommendation. Hold on.
Okay.
Did you hear that?
I was going to say, did you say it's your penis?
Yeah. It's another comic book. It's another comic book.
Next Ronin?
No, I've already recommended The Last Ronin.
No, are they doing another one?
Where it's the he's gonna check out my penis, he said. No, it's the next generation of the Turtles. I haven't seen it. I'm waiting for the big hardcover. I'm a huge fan of certain writers, and there's a writer called Donny Cates who's doing really good stuff with Marvel. He did a really amazing Venom run. That it's taken Venom from like absolute carnage and like all this stuff is really, really well written. And then he did like a Thor run where Thor becomes like a herald of Galactus. So he's like Asgard with cosmic power. Like he's a beast, right? So the one I'm going to be doing is I bought when you buy it's this thing called an omnibus, which is every comic in that arc, in that run, done in perfect order. So when you read it, it's how it's meant to be read. And it's fucking thick.
Holy cow, that is thick.
I'm not recommending the book, like the whole Venom omnibus, because I got it because it was on sale. It's very good. It has the King in Black series, which is amazing. It's the ending, the last thing he did. Very well done. But I would recommend, my recommendation is Donny Cates' Venom run. Any part of it. You can pick it up. There's like several parts. If you like really well written and like really good art, he has like the same artist and all of his stuff, which is nice.
Yeah.
And he just did a really good job on it.
Cool.
So that's my random recommendation.
I like it.
I'm expecting Ryan.
It's your staff pick.
It's my staff pick. I'm expecting Ryan to pick it up because he went and bought Last Ronin, and so did Andy, I heard, as well.
Oh, do they both get it now? I knew Ryan had got it. So,
by the way, I still have this.
What for you? That? For me?
It's a Move controller.
Why do you have it for me?
Remember I bought it from Thing for $7? You guys said it was a good price.
I have something for you, too, that I got from Josh to give to you.
Oh, what is it? Is it a pony?
In my garage. No, I can't tell you. It's a surprise.
It's a pony, isn't it? Is it dead?
And then I still have Nathan's Christmas present to give to you.
Is it this delicious thing of black licorice gummies? Oh. Hey, Ryan, what are your thoughts on black licorice gummies? Tell me now. Tell me.
Did you watch Dungeons and Dragons yet?
No, but
it's fun.
I have it. I have a clip of it. I'm going to watch it. There is a clip when he's doing the image, like the mirror image of the bard, and he's like,
oh yeah, that's clips. That's so funny. Yeah.
And I said to Ash, I'm like, this is probably you when you're like stoned. And I showed her the clip and she started laughing. So we have to watch it.
Yeah.
I like Michelle Rodriguez, even though that girl goes, haven't you had enough of these Marvel movies? I'm like, how many Fast and Furious movies have you been in, Michelle?
Did she say that? Really?
Yeah, but I know it's not the same. Vomit Fuel.
Vomit Fuel. There we go. We got another one.
See, the three of us, we just became best friends. Yes. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Ready? No. 1, 2. Yeah. That was time.
You were supposed to count to 3.
I did. I went 1, 2, and then 3. There we go. That was better. So Ryan, did you miss us? Did you miss us, Ryan? Internet, did you miss us?
One more movie. Movie.
Yeah.
You got to watch it. Paul and I watched it last night. It's on Disney. I think it's Disney. Flaming Hot.
Oh, is that about the creation of the Flaming Hot Cheetos?
Yeah. So
I heard it was good.
It's literally a janitor that worked at the Frito-Lay's plant came up with the Flaming Hot Cheeto. And it's his story. And it's based on a true story. Anything based on a true story is so good. So
and Tony Shalhoub is in it.
Yeah, Tony Shalhoub.
Monk is in it.
Yeah,
and he was in Robot House.
One
of my 13 Ghosts.
Oh yes, you
Robot
confused
House.
me. Yes, yeah, with
Shannon
Elizabeth.
I love that movie. That was a good movie.
Biggest promotion ever. It is a pretty big promotion, yes, but it was still a good movie. I don't know if you watched it or not, but
no, I want to see it.
And Ava Longoria directed it, which is kind of cool.
And then I'm trying to think now. I started thinking about Robot House. Oh, there was a Transformers. I watched half that too, the new one.
Was it good?
Mm-hmm, so far.
I want to see it. I love Beasties.
It's on my Plex.
Yeah.
It's on my Plex, and they look good.
I don't even think I have your Plex. I have to get it.
I'll send it to you. And it's a good quality.
Don't I have to request it or something like that?
No, I send you the link, and then you just add it to your thing.
Okay.
But yeah, it's good. Like, I've watched half of it. It's definitely good. Are you on? You falling asleep, old man?
You know what I did? So on Monday, was it Monday morning? What's today? Today's Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Monday morning, I accidentally went into work an hour early. Right? I was getting up.
Like, what did Paula do? Did she just look at you as you're walking in the door going, what the
Well, no, she's asleep, right? So on Saturday and Sunday, I got up early because I went yard sailing, and then I went to sell at the 400 or at the flea market, not the 400 Umvel. So my alarm was set for 6:50 instead of 7:50, and then I woke up, got out of bed, got ready. I'm like, okay, time to go to work, get in the car, and I start driving up the street, and I'm like, oh shit, I don't need to be at work for another hour. So I just went into work early. Wasn't a big deal. And then
I had just crying.
Well, I had to take, I'm like, well, this will give me some time to do some stuff without people around to bug me. And I had to take Molly to the physio place anyways. So I took an extended lunch, so that worked out in the end.
It kind of balanced itself out.
Exactly.
I went to work early because I'm a nerd. I love work.
Well, it's like those times when you're younger. Do you ever remember waking up where you're like, oh shit, I'm late for school, I'm going to miss the bus. And then it's like the weekend or something.
Yeah. Everybody's done that. So with my off days being random, I thought that I had to go to work the next day, and it was my Sunday. Like today, I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta go to work tomorrow. Like my days just kind of blur together. So it's like I don't know. Ashley's like, you're off tomorrow. I'm like,
it's all like
it is, but I was still like, like you have that, just you're prepping yourself to go to work the next day.
Yeah,
right. And you're just like, even though you have that relief of knowing that you're not going to work, it doesn't help. Like it's just like you're still kind of like, it just ruined my Saturday. Because I've been thinking, like, I have to go to work
all day. You've been thinking about it, and you don't have to.
Yeah, I don't want to go to work.
Mm-hmm.
Life would be so much better without working it.
Right? Somebody win the lottery and give us all the money.
Give us like tens of dollars.
Tens of dollars. I need
$bucks. I got that from Bluey. I'll give you $10 mate. So good. Nathan loves that show. I don't have a problem with it.
Bluey's the guy, right? Or is that the dog?
That's the dog. Blippy's the guy.
Oh, Blippy, yeah. Blippy, yeah. Bluey?
Bluey's better. Bluey's good. Bluey's like a love letter to parents. I watched a freaking episode. You guys can quote me on this. You could, I don't care. We watched an episode, and it was about like the kid walking, and like the parent, like, and it was about the parents like upset that the kid wasn't walking when the other kids were walking, and then it's like learning that they have to run their own race and not somebody else's. So it's kind of like a love letter to parents, this show. And then like at the end of the episode, like the kid, the thing starts walking, the dog starts walking. It's like, oh, what made you want to walk? And he's like, I don't know. I guess it was something I really wanted. And it cuts to like the vision. I mean, you just see the hands like this. And then it's like the parents. So the kid wanted the parents. He's walking to the parents. And I'm just like, and me and Ashley are sitting there. And I look at her and she's in tears. I'm in tears. And I'm like, this show has no business doing this to us. It's such a good show. And it was 8 minutes. It was an 8-minute freaking episode.
Oh, wow.
Like, yeah, it's really well done. And it's from Australia. So it's kind of got that like almost British, like dark humor, but not dark humor almost. So it's like kid adult humor. So it's really funny. It's really good. I'm not
going to watch it, but I get it.
You should. That's my random recommendation. Watch Bluey. You don't need to have a kid and watch it. Seriously, you like it. I'd rather that than fucking Peppa Pig.
Peppa Pig.
Is that the actual song?
Yeah. And then there's more to the song.
He just started watching Paw Patrol. That show's fucking annoying.
I've never had to watch that, so
it's so annoying. Paw Patrol sucks. Cocomelon sucks. Hate them both. Bluey's amazing. He's the goat.
Now
Miss Rachel's pretty good too.
You're thinking of making me think of the episode of Family Guy. Nick sucks, Yankee sucks,
Yankee sucks, Krypton sucks. Krypton.
Yeah.
I want to watch Flash. I haven't seen that yet. I have it though.
Yeah, I want to watch that.
Keaton Batman. Return of Keaton Batman.
That's what I mean. There's a lot of cool throwback
Nicolas
stuff.
Cage Superman, I heard.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So
they're doing their own multiverse things. So
back in the day,
copying Marvel.
Nicolas Cage was supposed to play Superman.
Yes, I did.
They wanted him to fight a giant space spider because space spiders were cool.
Yeah.
And then it never happened. And the person who pitched this idea went on to make Wild Wild West.
Oh, that was Kevin Smith told that story.
Yeah.
Paul Thomas Anderson, wasn't it?
Yep. And then he made the Wild Wild West with a giant
spider. Mechanical spider. Yeah. That's right. I did know that from Kevin Smith.
And then he went around slapping everybody to keep his wife's name out of your mouth. But are we signing off?
I think that was an episode. I think we need to make sure that we don't take another 4 months to do another one.
Yeah. We'll see you in 6.
6. Instead of 4, we'll take 6. What we should really do is, if you have your schedule, I should look at my schedule, and then we're like, yep, we're good. We're gonna pick this date and just book it now.
Let's book it now. As of August, I'm Friday, Saturday.
Okay, so we'll have to do it Friday.
I just can't do
August.
the last 2 Sundays last 2 Saturdays in August because I have 2 weddings, which is why I needed Saturdays.
I'm on holidays. I'm on holidays those 2 weeks. We'll be somewhere. I don't know. So maybe like August 18th, or does that count? Because the first do you go to weddings on the 25th, 26th, and the 1st and 2nd, or do you go on the 18th, 19th, 25th, 26th?
No, it's the last 2. So it's the we have a wedding on the 19th and the 26th. So I could do it on the 18th.
So we could do it on the 18th or the 11th.
Yeah.
Good night, Ryan. We will not be slacking anymore.
Hey, Ryan, shut up.
But Ryan's did he leave you? Oh, there's somebody else is watching now too.
Who else is watching?
They're going to get
Who else is it?
To our amazing new outro music.
Yeah. Play me out, Chris. By the way, listen to us anywhere your podcasts are. And I'm R3_podcast at Twitter. And Chris is at Nintendo Hodge. We forgot that.
Do it.
Bye.